Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning. It is Thankful Thursday. It is another gray sky-filled morning. But guess what? We still are amongst the land of the living, which means it's a beautiful day. Any day that you're above the ground, I think is a beautiful day, especially when you are still able to get around. Maybe not as fast as you used to be. Maybe a little bit slower than you used to be. When you're able to smell the air, hopefully it's fresh, right? When you're able to just talk to someone you know, you love, even have a disagreement, because all disagreements are not bad. I know some people think like, oh, it's negative. No, it depends how you communicate. Communication is so important. I can't wait to do the next podcast on the importance of positive communication, but just communication, period. Every level of communication is important. Sometimes you have to get real tough, real down to earth with some things, with some people, to get your point across, to be heard, to be respected. Like, think about, for example, just as really quick, a really quick example. Think about the men and women who perhaps are going to strike. Actors, writers, extras, all the way, they said, from A-listers to extras, right? To get more compensation for their skill set, to do what's needed and how it's needed, right? I feel that as a up-and-coming future actress, that it's important to get compensated for your skill set and your time. You go in and you give it all you got. Why would you have pay us? But that's just like jobs. Look at certain jobs. I understand why some jobs strike, because they want to underpay you. They'll overpay people who barely do anything, but underpay the people that do almost everything. And it's crazy. It's so crazy. That's a whole nother podcast, and I definitely want to get to, are you paying me for what I'm worth? And it's kind of like, that's a question you can look at. If you do a salary analysis for yourself, whatever industry you're in, and you do a true salary analysis, if you know how, you might be quite concerned about what it looks like. Because in some places, right, I'm not going to pick on any corporation or organization directly, but in some places, you know, whether you're that person that's being overpaid for what you do or underpaid. Now, somebody going to say, ain't nobody going to say they overpaid. I mean, no, not really. But one thing I will say is that, you know, if you do the bare minimum and you're making X amount of dollars, and you know someone who comes in and they are busting their ass and they're getting paid pennies, you know, you want to have some type of empathy, some type of compassion for them. But I was just taken back when I thought about that. They said that if the actors and writers simultaneously go on strike, y'all, at the same time, this hasn't been done since 1960. They said Ronald Regan, who was an actor, I don't know if any of you guys know that, yeah, one of our former presidents was actually an actor who led a major strike back in 1960. And I'm like, oh my God, that's newsworthy. So we're going to keep our ears to the radio, to social media. I'm going to be looking, because we got a lot of major people, and they're saying writers and actors uniting. Because without the writers, yeah, we could have different levels of actors. And without the actors, you can have different levels of writers. But it almost will give people who are not in the industry that opportunity to say, listen, they're on strike. This gives me that opportunity, that script that you didn't know if it was good enough. It's good enough. For the actors that's up and coming, you haven't been given that opportunity. For the people that won't go on strike, your opportunity is coming. I'm just being thankful, because it's a Thankful Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Top of the Morning Show. Have a good day.